Welcome to part 17 of the Ratchet and Clank Let's Play. So before we move on to the next level of the game, there's actually a gold bolt that I missed, which is on planet Orxon. Considering the fact that I lied that there's one gold bolt, I lied saying that there's one gold bolt which required the Visibomb gun. Well, again, it turns out I was actually completely wrong. So we head over here where we played as Clank. No enemies around. We wall jump up this little area up here, no problem with that. And then another gold bolt acquired. So, good thing I got this gold bolt before people started raging in the comments section. Anywho, cutscene, enjoy.
It is time to begin your new assignment.
Ah, a photo op by your shiny new shuttle. Terrific idea.
Oh, you really are an idiot.
What?
You are to take that shuttle to the moon base and ambush those two miscreants when they arrive.
Oh, yes. Who are they again?
Those two!
Oh, of course. There is just one problem. I'm,
Too washed up for ground combat? True. That is why I will be loaning you my starfighter. You can still fly, can't you? It's settled then. You will acquire the starfighter once you get to the moon. Screw this up, and the endorsement deal is off!
But that would ruin me. You wouldn't.
Try me.
Notice how in the cutscene the water was either flickering or bobbing up and down really rapidly. I don't know if you all noticed that, but I kinda noticed that. Holy shit. Anywho folks, we have another cutscene to watch. So, enjoy.
I did not see Drek's ship. We must have missed him.
Who knows where Quark is now? If we're gonna catch those two, we need a faster ship.
Perhaps this space station will supply the ship we need.
Well, we're here. Let's go check it out.
Okay, now that load of cutscene is done, we are now on the Ultanus orbit, aka Gimlick Base. Starting off with, well, this level starts off with showing off of a really ambient tune, which I really can't get enough of. But before we head into the level, we have more cutscene. I don't know. Okay, what the hell is that? Anywho, new weapon, the drone device. Sorry, Decoy Glove, you're gonna have to wait. Seriously, Ratchet, stop doing that. You're making the crowd nervous. You can't breathe in space after all. That's why you have the O2 mask. So what I just got is the drone device. I'm not gonna show this off. I'm gonna show this off a little later, but it's pretty much a makeshift shield, well, that attacks enemies. It's definitely one of the more useful upgrades, and it's definitely gonna be useful for the final boss. So get this weapon while you can, folks. At least when you have the bolts. So anywho, Gimlick Base in terms of weapon recommendations. And well, as you can obviously tell, I do recommend the Visibomb gun. Well, the Visibomb. Because, well, okay. Throughout the level, there's gonna be these ships that are gonna be hanging around certain corridors of the area. But because of how small and compact this, sorry about that. But because of the fact that this level is so small and compact. Well, small and confined, and you can actually take care of actually pretty much all of these ships, really. Yeah, like these ships right here, that's not going to be until later in the level. And in fact, there are two other ships that I just destroyed on the left there. That's not going to be until way later in the level. Well, so really, this level is pretty much all about strategy. Like, if you know what you're doing, you can actually use the Visibomb gun and take all these ships out. Plus, you can also use the Visibomb gun, and for this, for this one gold bolt that we have to, well, collect. You go down this corridor right here, and you destroy this tower. Yeah, by the way, you also need to use the Visibomb gun if you want to destroy these towers. Because these towers are generating these force fields. Well, so you need to destroy them so you can take down the force field itself. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the Visibomb gun is definitely going to be your best friend in this level. Then again, it's going to be your best friend throughout the entire game. Can't say that enough. Anywho, this is where I show off the drone device, but of course this is where I decide to stop just to choose which weapon I want to take these guys out with. Excuse my yawning. So what does the drone device do? It pretty much it destroys other enemies. It's similar to the Glove of Doom, only, well, the shield thing. Only they emit a shield. Again, definitely one of the more useful weapons, and it's especially for the final boss. Gimlick Base, I'm just gonna say right off the bat that because of the fact that this level is so small and confined, and the fact that you can just and the fact that if you know what you're doing, you can take out a lot of things really early on, and as a sense of strategy. This is actually, I mean, I like Eudora as much as the next guy, but this level is actually pretty good too. Definitely, now that I think about it, it's definitely one of my favorite levels of the game. Definitely one of my favorites. Because again, small, confined, it lets you be more strategic. Especially with these guys that are owning the turrets. You use your drone of glove to take them out like that. Booyah. All is right in the world. So this level pretty much compliments you. Well, this level pretty much compliments the people who, well, I guess you could say that this level pretty much pushes the strategic element into the fullest, I feel. Well, which is nice. I do think that's pretty good design altogether. And although we still have these trespasser sequences, which can admittedly be a pain in the ass. I think I may have got that, but alright. Yeah, the drones also explode. Yeah, by the way, the guys, the little agents of doom, they explode after a while. So don't expect them to last forever. Same principle here. Boom. Like that. So, and yeah, once again, the music piece is really good too. That's actually one thing that the 2016 game is kind of lacking, in my opinion. Well, one of two things that the remake is lacking: story and music. Especially in the musical department. And Ratchet, the PS4 remake tries to go for something more grand and an epic. But I don't know, it just similar to my problem with Sonic Boom, really. It just comes off as forgettable. I don't know, I could be wrong, but you know. Definitely lacking. Well, then again, unlike Sonic music, it's not something that I will come back to for a majority of my time, but it's definitely good enough to fit the actual game. So yeah. Two of my agents walk away. It's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. they also do that a lot. Oh look, an enemy. Thanks for killing my enemy, you little drone. Don't steal my spotlight. Steal my spotlight, you'll get the belt again. Well, then again you'll explode. You explode anyway, so I guess that's a punishment. One thing that's alright, now one thing that's introduced in this level though, mind the green containers. It's because they are actually very explosive, and if they're all grouped up into an area, let's just say they cause a chain reaction and of explosions. And the explosion will hurt you, so if you're gonna destroy those things, I recommend you keep a safe distance. Just so you're not boned. Now if I didn't destroy these ships, I would have had to just simply take cover. They're behind some walls and stuff. But thankfully, I did. I don't think I destroyed every ship though, but you can at least destroy most of them. You can call it unintentional. Some may think it's unintentional design, but I think it's intentional design, especially since how this level is, well, laid out. I thought I could kill that guy with the green explosive barrel or crate container. There we go, container. The green explosive container. There we go. Oh, because the explosion can actually kill enemies too. So if something can hurt you, one thing that would bother me in video games, so I'm not sure if this happens a lot, but it would really bother me if something hurts you, but it doesn't. If something like an explosion hurts you, but it doesn't hurt the enemy, that's inconsistent. One of the reasons why I don't actually mind End of the World from Sonic 06. I mean, yeah, annoying as it was, and frustrating as the time holes can be, at least they suck up enemies, you know? At least they tried to make things more fair, in the sense that I can suck up enemies. And because of that, levels like in, say, Omega's part, really... Damn long jump. It does that. I gotta stop relying on those. But stuff like Omega's level, Omega's part, End of the World, really. You like in the parts where you have to kill all the enemies and whatnot, I think that's, well, they at least made things more fair in that regard. It's not like Eggman Land where they threw a lot of pointless bullshit at you. You know? Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Ick here. Maybe it's because I haven't done a Sonic game in a while, but meh. So anyway, what I just died from just there is some green goop. This is something that you also want to mind. And because if you touch it, it's similar to lava actually. If you touch it, Ratchet's ass will get burned just like Mario in Super Mario 64. And it'll cause you to go up like say a total of 2 times. If you fall on a 3rd time though, then you sink. And if you're on your last life though, but if you are on your last life, then you'll just sink automatically. So watch out for this stuff. You definitely don't want to touch it. That's no good. That's no good. Here's an interesting little segment though, where we have to use the Magna Boots to traverse through this little course. This is something that Ratchet and Clank 3 will blatantly rip right out of from this game. Just a little faster, but from this perspective, it looks like the lava is coming in and out from the right side. It's definitely a cool take. On the rising and lowering lava obstacle. I kind of wish more games did that though, to be honest. that would have been really cool. Although the Courtney gear, the one in Ratchet and Clank 3, I do think it has a little bit more to it, at least in terms of visuals. Because the way how it's handled in the Courtney Gears stage, yes, that's what it's called, Courtney Gears, which I do fucking love. It's I don't know, visually it's more, it definitely feels like you're tripping out, but in a good way. Hey, you know, I'd rather, here it's just more, gotta avoid the lava. Okay, I'll do that. But gameplay wise though, it's the exact same thing. Boom. Take out this tower right here so we can progress through the level. Although there's actually two pathways, well, not two pathways, but there's another smaller area that we're going to be taking soon, but I thought it was like some other, like, I don't remember very well with these level designs, despite the fact that, again, I haven't done my practice run in a while, so maybe that's why I don't really remember too much. Well, I don't remember everything in this game, especially after the practice run, so I am probably gonna die a lot. In fact, I am gonna die a lot in the next part. You're not gonna see it because of my editing, but I am gonna die a lot because the next level, Ultanis, let's just say it's gonna be a tricky level. I'll get more into that as we go on, but I'll get more into that in the next part, but oof, it's quite a tricky level indeed. We have our Gadgetron vendor right there, so we can stock up on ammo, although I don't think I need it, and I don't usually stock up on ammo, at least in this game, especially since how little bolts you can get compared to the other games. So I only focus in on getting new weapons, and I only spend money on ammo when I really need it. And, well, the next part is definitely going to show that, or either that or I'm going to make a liar out of myself, like usual. And the camera clips to the wall. Oh well. So here I am fumbling around. I don't cut these out for some reason. Maybe it's because I solved these a little faster than the ones in Poketaru. But strange. Just gotta move these around. So any tangent I should bring up. So what are you guys hoping for 2017, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys hoping for good games, good education, good time as a family, or whatever? I'm hoping that 2017 is going to be a good year, especially for gaming. Because again, and you know, we're already seeing it with like Sonic Project 2017, Sonic Mania, Crash Insane Trilogy. I am so excited for that. I am so fucking excited for that game. It's freaking ridiculous. Activision pretty much takes, in terms of the footage, Activision pretty much takes Crash Bandicoot 1 and remasters it in PlayStation 4 HD, and it looks so good. Although I'm still keeping my guard up, for the record, because Activision, since it's not going to be handled by Naughty Dog, I think it's best not to get too excited. And you know, it's always a good idea to exercise caution. There's actually another game And that's in fact, actually, there's also another game I actually did play recently, Watch Dogs 2. And I know I'm gonna sound like a freak for saying this, but I actually did enjoy the first Watch Dogs, possibly more than than Assassin's Creed as a whole. But mostly because of the fact that it's pretty much a change of pace compared to Assassin's Creed. So I was pretty much excited for Watch Dogs 2, and well, I think gameplay-wise, I do think it does some things better, in my opinion. But the online mode really but the way the online is handled could have been a lot better. That and the main campaign really, isn't as long. I didn't feel as well. Alright. I didn't really feel as satisfied, so to speak. And I know this is kind of me being hypocritical, since I said earlier that I care more about gameplay than actual story. Here's a correction. When it comes to Sonic, or Ratchet, in a sense, where a game's a little more cartoony and whatnot, I'm expecting the gameplay would at least be I at least want the gameplay to be good. But if it's something more realistic, like say Uncharted, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, then there I would care for story a little bit more. Just wanted to make that clear, everybody. You know, I'm not saying games like this can't have a good story, nor that they shouldn't. But if I were a game designer, gameplay is what I care about more. Even although I still care about gameplay more regardless, as whether a game is more realistic. So anyway, there's a section coming up where it may seem impossible, but here's a trick. Over here you have these little holes that you can shoot your Devastator through and take out these guys that are manning the turrets. Some may go through this section with their health shaved off up to at least 1 nanotech, whilst others can make it through flawlessly. But for those that don't want to risk getting shot or getting killed, then use those. A lot of people might not know about that, so if this is the first time people actually know about this, then, well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle, am I right? Right. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Okay, I'm extremely late for mentioning this, but this part and part 18 actually are going to be pretty long parts too. Just to get that out there. Here, because Altanis is well, okay, the actual base itself isn't really all that big, but the route is kind of long, so to speak. Then we have a boss fight in this level too, so that's probably the reason why it's a bit long. Probably like near 38 minutes. And the next level is also going to be pretty long too. That's only because I'm going to die a lot. So, stay tuned for that, everybody. It's one thing I really do hate about the first one, though, I will admit. Again, it is the first go, so I will accept it, but one thing I do not like in the first game is that you obviously hold down the triangle button to switch your weapons, but unlike later games where the game is actually paused, in this game, it doesn't pause for you. So, if you're being chased by a big group of enemies, and you need to switch your weapons, and that's gonna be, you're pretty much asking to die, in some cases. I was pretty lucky. In fact, I managed to get through this room on my first try. I don't know how, but I'll take it. I'll take anything. Well, yeah, I'll just take it. No problem. No worries. But after this is pretty much it with Gimlick Base, really. You just gotta collect all the remaining bolts, before the boss fight, it's pretty much a big fight against a huge group of enemies with these with the enemy regenerators. Which, by the way, I do recommend you take out first, just so you're not here forever, or at least a long time. That's probably the best method to do. Anywho, folks, we have a cutscene coming up. Enjoy.
Hello, Captain Ratchet. Come and get me, hero.
Perhaps we could obtain a ship in there.
Great idea. Let's go.
And now we are finally on the boss fight, just to cap off Gimlick base. Just to make it more unique, we are flying a ship, which is pretty nice. Which is a pretty nice change of pace. But in this boss fight, we are obviously going up against Captain Quark, who has this big ass ship just to shoot us down with. As far as his weapons and tactics will go, he'll shoot out missiles coming from the sides. If you shoot out one engine, he'll shoot out mines from he'll leave out mines from behind. You obviously want to dodge those. But I think the biggest obstacle in this fight so far is, well, the darkness. It's even worse when you have a screen glare. Because I remember playing this because when I was recording this, there was a glare on my screen, and it was impossible to see anything. And so, yeah. Yeah, screen darkness is actually pretty... Yeah, the lighting can be a bitch sometimes, not gonna lie. Hey. So here I am, after a while, he'll send out these ships to come after you, but this is me not paying attention, and you know what, it didn't look like I was even near the damn bolt. It didn't even look like I was near the damn asteroid. Regardless though, because of the screen glare, I couldn't see a damn thing. Come on. I hate it when that happens. So yes, now we have to do round 2. We'll shoot out missiles coming from the sides like that. You obviously want to avoid them. The best method of taking out these engines is to shoot them with some bullets, real quick. Just to shoot them with bullets. Then you gotta focus your aiming reticule on the engine pieces. Once you do that, then you shoot a missile and you'll destroy the engine that way. Okay, although that strategy is probably not going to work forever. That's only because of the fact that, well, there's no missile ammunition, nor there's health. With the exception of this one. With the exception of like this one time. And Quark will request some backup. And it's your job to take him out. Well, the only reason why you want to destroy these ships is because Captain Quark also has this big green shield surrounding him. So this is definitely a great time for you to collect some health and missiles, although in this case I'm not really getting any missile ammunition. And in just health. Granted, I guess I could be grateful either way, but still, it's not giving me like missile ammunition. I kind of need that. And this is like the only time where we'll actually send out backup. And this is the only time where this is the only time where this sort of thing happens. So if you do get lucky, make what you have. That's the best way to handle it. Well, that's the best way to say it. But if there is missile ammunition, then, well, you can also blame the screen glare for that. Because I really couldn't see it. Health ammunition? I want ammunition, damn it. Please, give me. Don't! Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this the longer way. I mean, bullets are actually pretty effective against against this guy, so I guess it's not... So I guess this doesn't really... This fight isn't gonna take too long, just a little bit longer. You just want to shoot the missiles, just get things moving. And as for this part, we'll be shooting out mines. I just want to say, oh yeah, by the way, he'll also have this tractor beam. And well, you'll get caught for a little bit, and he'll try to shoot missiles at you. This is a good time to at least score some extra pot shots on him. Just move the analog stick in a small circle. Well, you'll easily take out the missiles, both the missiles, and while giving Captain Quark some pot shots. As for this final segment with the mines, I do recommend that you just stick with the sides. Stick on the sides and you should be just fine. And that is pretty much it with Captain Quark, ladies and gentlemen. Sayonara, asshole. You sayonara, asshole.
Mayday! Mayday! Well, Ratchet, I'd say you passed the test. Oh, boy.
Yes! Quark is history.
Despite my earlier criticism, I must admit your piloting skills are improving.
I knew you'd come around.
But that has not helped us locate Drek.
Come on, Clank. Can't you just once relax and enjoy a little success? Hey, you want to catch Drek? Betcha this baby can do it.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Gorda City. This once peaceful planet is being torn apart today in an unprovoked attack. It now seems certain that Supreme Executive Chairman Drek will not be dissuaded in his efforts to destroy the galaxy for his own selfish needs. All hope certainly seems lost.
Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
Yes, I know. It is worse than I expected, too.
Look, maybe you were right. This is a lot bigger than you or me. I was really selfish focusing on Quark.
It is not too late to stop Drek.
Hey, yeah! We've got this new ship. Let's go get him.
Now you are talking.
And that is pretty much it for part 17, ladies and gentlemen. And the next time we meet in part 18, we're actually going to be going to the actual planet, Ultanis, where it's actually going to be a pretty damn tricky level, if I do say so myself. But before that, we're actually going to see a very secret room before we head to Ultanis itself. All that will be shown in the next part. I'm GameMan5804. See you all then.